All right, now let's shift our focus to the world of sports, where India's premier pacer Jasprit Bumrah is expected to miss the fifth and final test against England at the Oval. However, Indian captain Shubman Gill has not confirmed the move and insists a call will be taken just before the start of the match on Thursday. The BCCI medical team has reportedly recommended that Bumrah should not play the Oval test. The decision isn't a surprise, as the team management had decided that Bumrah will play 3 of the 5 matches in the series. This was done to manage his workload given his regular problems with his back. Now remember, the drawn Old Trafford test was his third in the series. Bumrah was not his usual self in the Manchester test. He picked 2 wickets in 33 overs and for the first time his runs column had breached 100. However, Indian captain Shubman Gill has refused to confirm that Bumrah is ruled out.
So we're gonna take a decision tomorrow. The wicket looks pretty keen, so we'll see how it turns out.
Now, Akashdeep is expected to replace him in the playing 11. The pacer missed the 4th test with a groin niggle, but has now recovered and was bowling in the nets on Tuesday. Now, India can only level the series now at the Oval, meaning their wait for the first test series win in England since 2007 continues. Vice captain Rishabh Pant is already ruled out with a broken foot, and he will be replaced by wicketkeeper Dhruv Jurel. Now, it has been a heated series and tempers once again flared on Tuesday. Even though the test match wasn't on, India's head coach Gautam Gambhir was involved in an argument with the pitch curator at the Oval. The verbal altercation reportedly took place because the pitch curator had an issue with the Indian players getting too close to the main pitch. Battling coach Sudhanshu Kotak had to defuse the situation.
So, for example, if you go on the ground now where we practiced, you won't even see that any bowlers in outfield would have marked with his spikes. So we keep spray. So we try and see, and that all comes from head coach, that we'll try and see that this ground also should not get damaged. So when you are working with a very intelligent and highly skilled people, if you sound a bit arrogant or if you come across like, you can be protective, but end of the day, it's a cricket pitch. It's not an antique where you can't touch because otherwise it's 200 years old and it can be broken.
Now, as for England, the hosts have also been dealt a major blow. Captain Ben Stokes has been ruled out of the 5th test with a shoulder injury. Ollie Pope will lead the side in Stokes' absence.
Yeah, I've got a decent tear of one of the muscles that I can't pronounce because I don't know how to say it. But yeah, it was obviously took as long as we could to make that decision around that. Obviously a bit of emotion going into this kind of stuff when you find out what you've done. I came down here this morning with, to give himself every chance of seeing if, just to play as a batter. Obviously bowling was ruled out as soon as we got the scan results.
Well, England have in fact made a total of 4 changes to their 11, with Jacob Bettel, Gus Atkinson, Jamie Overton and Josh Chung all coming into the side. Jofra Archer and Bryden Carse are both rested after heavy workloads last week, while spinner Liam Dawson is left out altogether.